Do your intro.
Whatever. I don't even feel like it anymore. You
I
ruined
like
it.
the intro.
No, you
Okay,
ruined
bye
it.
guys.
You ruined it. Bye.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching.
Still ruined it.
Sauce Master, Fat Apache, together we are Fat Master. There we go.
Ooh.
And Becca.
Hey, that was pretty sick.
I'm back.
Stop, bro.
Stop. All right, so today we are talking about a race.
Erased.
Racer. Not
Wait.
Not a racer head.
Erased.
Raced. If I could do that, that'd be great. Anyways, so if you don't know,
Sauce Master
this
has a
is
girlfriend. Job.
that
Okay, continue on.
As totally okay. Anyways, so this is kind of be our kind of first I mean, it's an isekai, but it's not an isekai because it's more time travel than it is reliving your life.
What's that word?
Isekai. It's like those rebirth ones.
Oh, okay.
Like where you start off in another world. But I mean, this is kind of a time travel-y one. Like it's an isekai, but it's not. It's like the butterfly
revival.
effect.
It's a revival. We'll go out with his words.
Time travel revival.
Time travel revival.
Say that 5 times fast.
No. So basically what it is you've got our giant hopeless man here that he's a pizza delivery guy and he can't draw, or well, he can draw, but he can't make a story to save his life. And he has had this strange ability since he was a child where if something bad was happening around him, time would rewind itself until he fixed it.
He always sees the blue butterfly first then, and then he's like, oh, that's my cue.
The booterfly.
I completely forgot about that. But yes, and then he comes home and his mom is dead.
Yes.
Yep.
That's exactly, just skipping a whole 2 episodes. Mom's dead. She got stabbed. Stabbed to stab.
I mean, did you need that?
Not really.
That was getting.
I mean, it's good. It's good information, and I kind of like. They gave him a little more little dealies to do at the end. Like, hey, there's this asshole that, was. What was the deal with the pizza manager? I can't remember.
He tried to turn him into the cops.
Right.
Yeah, but that's like episode 6.
Yeah, but no, what was his whole deal? Like, why he was always watching him, though? Like, he had a crush on the teenager or something?
Yeah, he had a crush on the teenager.
What's the 17-year-old's name?
I don't know.
Okay, we're to 17.
That I don't. Yeah, she's not that. She's integral, but she's not so integral that she pops up too often.
Just at the end. Okay, we can't skip. Okay.
Yeah, no, don't skip to the end yet. But
I feel like
just in the first couple of episodes, what did you think of the character before?
Airi.
That's
her name.
Okay, so
Ari. There we go.
I just need to say that I finished watching this not even 10 minutes ago.
She finished an anime, folks. This is truly a spectacle.
I was screaming
on 1.5 times speed.
I had to cram for the exam, okay? But sauce. When I was in the car on the way here, when that teacher reached over and like shoved his seatbelt in, and it like hella clicked, I was like, ah, no! Like I was freaking out,
I need to get that fixed.
Honestly, as soon as the candy showed up,
the candy,
the candy was dead.
The key.
I mean, this is the late 80s. And he had a whole thing in his dash filled with candy. This is where the trope came from. 90s pedophiles, the big thing of candy.
All right, can we get a backstory, like, or are we just gonna skip the fuck around?
Let's go. Like, I want to go back to what I was asking before.
I can do first impressions. I was sus of the team from them, and then
lies
like throughout the mid. No,
I was sus the whole
and
time.
I might be wrong, but I think he's flat.
Honestly, up until the end of can't remember what episode. It might have been 6. I thought it was the creepy guy hiding out in what is her name? Sachiko's house. The creepy guy that was banging her mom.
The blonde guy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trash.
But for first impressions, what's main?
Main character is
Get your notes.
We're doing real well today.
Is
protagonist
Satoru.
Satoru.
And by the way, it's not Sachiko. Sachiko is the mother. Kaio. Kaio is the girl who got killed.
Gaku
she's the first one that got killed.
Gaku.
Okay, so
Gaku is the teacher.
Our protagonist, I feel like this is word is yeah, like just sad, depressed,
adult,
young adult,
weeb.
Young adult.
No,
male.
he's not a weeb.
Okay,
he draws
he's a
manga.
He's a neat.
That's not that. No, he's not a neat either.
Yes, he is.
Two different things.
He's pretty neat-ish.
Anyways,
he is very neat.
He's like 34 and he's a pizza delivery guy. He's a neat.
And he's sad and he's alone. And then the girl that just wants to make a connection, his coworker.
I really hated what you did just now. That bothered me a lot. That wants to make a connection.
That's she's so bubbly
okay,
all
nutty
the time.
professor, calm down. Hercules.
Well, I would say that she was overly aggressive with trying to get to know him. Obviously, did not want to be friends. Like, bitch, no one to take a hint.
So, okay, his whole demeanor though, he's not a neat, he's not a weeb, he's a loner. He's a neat because he feels that, yes, his dream was to be a manga artist, but if he wasn't going to be one by this age, it's kind of depressing. And it's kind of like, what am I even doing anymore? Like, that's his whole thing. Like, I'm a depressed adult. I'm not seeing anybody, but I still need to, have a job and work. And he has his own apartment, right? His mom is more of a neat than he is. Like, she works for a news company, but she doesn't have a place that she actually has. She can call home.
For a news.
Yeah.
She's a reporter.
She past tense work. Actually, like a grocery person. I remember she.
That's on the other one.
Yeah, that's on the second timeline.
No, she was a news person. She was not a neat. She was a very successful news, like, I don't know, detective or freaking.
She was a reporter.
Yeah, she was not a neat in any way, shape, or form.
Well, she was kind of a layabout because, she was a great mom when she was younger, but then, she's just like barging into her son's apartment and being like, hey, I'm staying here for the week. Like, I don't know what her deal was as an adult. It was way better after the second timeline. But anyways,
is the whole, moral of the story, you should try harder as a child? Or,
I don't know if there's actually a moral. I think this is more of just a, he's got a superpower and now we're going to have a murder mystery.
It girls now.
I mean, yeah, but they all ended up Kaio. He got together with one of his friends.
Yeah, he had a baby.
They were supposed to be together forever, though.
I mean, okay, and we're skipping. That was the second time.
Yeah.
And so he's little.
20.
Yeah, 15.
Was it 15?
He was in a coma
15.
for a very long time, and those friends still. I don't know if somebody
they stuck by him. Yes,
If
they're very good
somebody I
friends.
went to grade school with went into a coma 15 years later, I don't know if I'd be there the day after they wake up.
Yes,
If I'm
but
being honest.
hold on.
I don't know
hold
if I
on.
would be there with a whoopee cushion to catch them on off the side of a building. Like, what? Those are
That
some
wasn't a
loyal
whoopee.
friends. Or what do
Well,
you
here's
call
the thing.
that?
Hold
What do
on,
you
hold
call
on.
that?
Take into account that he saved 3 of the girls' lives.
I mean,
Yeah,
He
like,
saved 3 of the girls'
like
lives.
they knew what was going on. Like they were in middle school. He told them, like, yeah, I'm kind of from the future or whatever, and
no,
you all got
never,
murdered.
He never said that.
He told it to one of his friends. He told it to the blonde one.
Yeah, to the blonde guy. It hinted at. I don't know.
No,
if
he
ever
straight up told him. They just glossed
He straight
over
up
it.
told him.
They didn't show the
After a while.
description. Like it was just a. So this is what happened. They panned over, and then he's like, "Wow, that does sound unbelievably."
All right,
like,
so
Really?
they
Yeah.
know what the hell we're talking about because
Like-
you guys haven't explained it.
I'm
There's a
assuming-
killer. Hold on. There's a
yeah,
killer.
no, we should probably explain what the whole
Yes,
thing is about.
let me explain since you're just babbling. All right, so there's a killer that has killed 3 girls. There are 10, 11, and 11. So basically, he last saw Kaio in the park the day before she was taken. So he goes, when he gets taken back, he goes and he tries to figure out what day X is, the day that she died, or the day that she was taken away and died. He finds out that she is abused by her mother repeatedly. And he realizes as he's asking around, trying to figure out, he's like, well, she died in March and she was 10. So she had her birthday. So when's her birthday? Finds out that they have the same birthday, March 2nd. So the day that she is taken is March 1st. Or March 2nd. I don't remember which. But
Something
basically,
like
she is
that.
taken, and yeah. So, and then the 2 others he really doesn't have that much connection to quite yet, but he tries to also save them as well. Because he's already saved one at near the end of the show, and so he's like, I gotta save the other 2.
Dude,
No one's gonna get left alone.
I would have
And then
not.
at the end, he doesn't get left alone because he never left anyone behind. Story.
I would have not been dedicated. I would have never been at 10 years old or 11 years
Even
old.
if he saved your life.
Dude, 15 years. I don't know. Like,
Even if somebody saved your life.
I'd send him a card.
While they're in a coma. I hope you read.
No,
this
after he wakes up, if they told me like, oh, he woke up. Listen, I don't know where I'd be at. I could be halfway across the country. You never know.
I will be expecting you at the end of my coma. I want you to know this, both of you. After my coma,
Yes, at this
you
point,
you both better be there.
At this point, yes. As soon as we find out about it, we will be there for your after your coma.
Yeah, you're gonna live
after
in
your 15-year long.
You're gonna
coma.
live in apartments near the hospital, and you're gonna come You're gonna come visit me after work every day.
Is that bullet?
No.
Is that bullet?
What?
Bullet whiskey?
No.
What is that?
Freaking Dr. McGillicuddy's.
What?
Does that have all the mercury and plaid you can drink?
Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Oh, apple pie.
Apple pie.
Not
just
not
sounded
sponsored.
like
not sponsored.
Yeah, no, that just sounded
Not
like
sponsored. Not
Dr.
sponsored. Not yet.
If you're watching.
That just sounds that just sounds like an old snake oil in the Wild West. It's got all the mercury and TNT and plaid
Heroin,
shirt
everything
drink.
you need.
I think in
And cocaine.
In, 1,000 Ways to Die in the West, that was literally one of the ingredients. Plaid shirt. Something.
Plaid shirt, yes.
Anyways, where did we land here?
I haven't
So
landed yet. I'm sorry.
We kept talking about how we wouldn't be there for each other after a coma. That's fine. Find some to stream with. Anyways, so yeah, no. Anyways, we're kind of confusing the whole plot here. We're just rambling. Starting just from first episode up to I think probably about 4 or 5. You know, you've got Satoru. He's using his abilities. First time you see it really is when he is on a pizza delivery, I think in episode 1, where he has to
save a girl.
He has to save a bunch of... was it just a girl, or was it like a group of kids in a crosswalk?
It was just...
Oh yeah, no, he died of pulmonary something. I can't.
Pulmonary embolism.
Yeah, he had a pulmonary embolism and died at the wheel. So he ran up, or he got up right next to this like speeding truck and pulled the wheel out of the way. That was the first time he landed in the hospital.
Yep.
And that's when he caught attention of.
That is why his mother came to his house to care for him. So she is not a NEET. So
I think it was out of convenience. I don't think she.
No,
knew.
she was taking care of him because he had just gotten out of the hospital. So she is not a NEET.
Anyways,
You're welcome.
He's in the hospital. Blah de blah. This teenage girl keeps getting all cozy with him, talking to him, trying to make friends. Managers peeking around corners, checking on him because he's a creeper and he's into little girls. Like most pizza delivery drivers. Just kidding. Just the ones that work at Pizza Hut. No.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I just want to. So at multiple points during like the first like 6 episodes, and keep in mind again, I was 5 speed, so I was getting all this
Much info.
Our main protagonist boy kept saying, he was like, "I'm 29 years old" or something, like it just in his head while he was like trying to talk to like the little kids, you know.
Oh, I liked it when he used slang.
That was creepy for me. I did not like that.
What was the slang word that he
unnecessary
used?
They could have just made the Pizza Hut delivery girl, they could have just made her 18, but they specified she is not
17.
of legal age.
She is 17.
She's 17. 18
Yeah.
legal.
She was 17.
Yeah.
They could have made it 18.
Oh, she's
though.
17 years old. She's cute, but no. She's not of age.
Did you know that well, technically she was still like 3 years away. Like even if she was 18, she's not technically adult until she's 20.
Hmm?
Yeah, in Japan, their drinking age and their consideration for being an adult isn't until you're 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
For like son too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Hold up. I'm
like,
double checking.
Fat the fact checker. Fact?
Yes.
Check,
Fat the fact checker.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
We need a
We need to get an oversized checker set so I can fat checker.
No, we just need a little
age of consent in Japan is 13 years old.
Whoa!
So get your facts straight.
Okay, is that why anime is so weird?
I think that's why anime is so weird. Holy shit. I thought it was 20 because that was their legal drinking age.
No, that can't be right.
Because I know that for a fact because they spout that all the time in animes.
Age
of the drinking age.
The first question is age of consent in Japan really 13?
20, yes.
Okay, yeah, I knew that was it.
Current age of adulthood is 20 in Japan.
Yeah. No. What?
Ew.
Look up what the drinking age in Russia is. I'm pretty sure it's the same.
We're getting very off track here.
Yeah, we're getting way off track. Anyway, so besides gross things, back to the anime.
Yeah, 20 for.
Anyways, so wait, are you talking about when he turned into a kid?
Well,
or when he was
while he was adult, while he was at one point, she's just a child. I'm 29. Said that out loud in his head.
All right, he's 29.
It was like verbally spoken.
Hey,
yeah, I know, because he was like, "What am I doing hanging around this kid?"
Yeah, and then
sauce, real quick.
But he was like blushing, like
sauce, real quick.
You know,
the legal drinking age in Russia is 18, or 21 for stronger alcohols such as vodka or cognac. So they have separate things. So you can drink beer at 18. But
hey, why don't we do that? That should be a thing. If you can enlist in the military at 18, you should be able to drink a beer. Like that's I like that. I like you like once you get older, then you can have the stronger stuff, but you kind of like start out small.
Yeah.
Although I can't.
But
imagine
continuing
Russian
on,
beer has a very low alcohol content. Anyways. I don't see how that was creepy. He was making an observation. Like, yes, he was being flattered by this younger girl, but he was like making that adult thing. Like, why am I getting all flustered over this teenage girl? Like, that's so stupid. Like, I'm an
This
adult.
is kind of where
And
we're into, though. He did the same thing with the 10-year-old, so it is kind of
yeah, and
weird.
he did do the same when he like flashed back in his head. He was like, "I'm 29." Is it 29?
I think he's 29.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was like,
what it
"I'm
is
29," while he was like
hold
touching
on.
hands with her for the first time
Now
or
hold on.
something, and he was like
I will say,
blushing.
hold on. I
And
will
he's
say
a
maybe
child.
it's.
Okay, I'm sorry, Fat.
I may say I think that it was he's in the mental. He has the mental capacity of a 10-year-old at that point emotionally, maybe
No,
because he is in his body.
he's trying to keep the mental capacity of a child,
Well,
because if he goes around acting like the adult he is, people
Like
are going to
here
get
we go.
suspicious.
Here we go. My favorite one. Are you in the way, or am I in the way? Yes.
I get that. I get that he's being pulled back and forth between adult self and, but I don't know. I'm just about to dog on her. I think that this is a repeating theme in a lot of animes that like talking to younger people is very okay, and it's not.
I mean, technically, when they do stuff like that, they are younger people too. Like, there's not a lot of
But yeah, exactly.
pedo-y shit.
There's a way
like,
to over-explain it, but also he's an adult brain in a child's body.
yeah, no,
I
that
don't
that
feel like
part's
he's
not okay.
fully adult brain though. Like I don't with him in the fucking body. I feel like he goes down. His mental capacity goes down to that 10-year-old.
Mm.
What
I
do you
don't think
think?
he does all the way because he really he has those memories, you know, of his mother.
He
And
does
like,
have the
knows why
memories, but
he
where
knows
does
why
his
he's
mental
there.
capacity sit?
I'm trying to save the girls.
Yeah, like he's playing the part of a kid, but he's trying to save them.
I feel like he's there completely.
I
as
like
an
how he
adult.
keeps having to check himself, especially when he's talking, because he kept using slang.
Yeah, I like that part when they were in the classroom and he said like it was different in the subtitles.
What was it that he said to that girl that like she thought the teacher didn't like her
Are
anymore?
you trying to be cool?
Yeah, she said.
Yeah, no,
like
she
that.
says back like, "What does that even mean? Are you trying to act cool?" And like, I'm trying to remember what word he used.
The subtitle said like up or
No.
English word.
No, it was like it had to do with how how he said just like screw him or something. It was like in that context. I can't even remember.
Stomach. That. Did you hear that, Fat?
No, I didn't.
It growled.
It's like,
It's angry.
It's angry. I'm
Um,
afraid.
Oh, that's just what I say about my poop.
I don't know. I think
It's angry.
Okay.
anyway. I think okay, so the most suspenseful part, even before the ending with the seatbelt like you were talking about, I'm just gonna skip ahead to this topic.
The candy is when I knew.
I know, I know. But like my thing was the school bus that was their hideout the whole time. It had all the murder supplies.
Yeah. Oh, they were very, very focused on footprint. I'm wondering if there was a part in those like
that we missed.
Where you can see
probably
because they were very focused.
No, it wasn't. Like. It wasn't the fact of the teacher's footprints. It was the fact that they didn't want to go there while it was snowing because then people would find it with their footprint.
Yes, but they were focused on the footprint. He was focused on the footprint.
Oh well, on the box.
There was a footprint
on the box.
In the box.
Yeah, but the box.
There were footprints.
The footprint on the box matched the tread on the boots that he was going to frame that other kid with.
The first time he went to the house when was okay. Second time when the shed was.
I thought she was going to die.
She was missing those same footprints. And
I thought she was going to die when the guy, made it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to like
God damn it, really? He has to go back again? I was like, he has to go back again? Fuck.
How many times did he go back? Like, she was murdered
twice. That's
Props
it.
to that girl for sitting.
Yeah, he had a shit fit when he went in there, too.
Little 10-year-old, 11-year-old girl, she just sat there while somebody, like, beat the shit out of the box. And she's just like, okay, I'm just gonna be quiet. I don't exist.
I can't believe she didn't like say like, "Is that you, Satoru?"
Yeah.
No, because
he didn't knock 3 times.
There
yes,
that was the
code.
Yeah, but kids aren't always that smart.
Well, they're smart
But then
enough.
again, they are Japanese, so their standards are a little bit higher than ours.
Yeah, just look at you, Sauce.
Hey.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm trying to think. What was your favorite moment? Without revealing
Kaio
too
and the
much.
baby. Kaio and the baby.
In the hospital?
Yes. Best moment.
After the coma.
I have it's kind of well, it was the second moment. The first moment. He's like given.
You're talking about when he was like pitching his manga?
Yeah. And then at the very end,
he's a manga producer.
It's the exact opposite. They're like, we love what you're doing. Thank you for being so honest with your storytelling or whatever it was. And
well, he turned it around. He finally made an interesting story.
Yeah, and I was that's wrapping up the plot line there.
Yeah.
And then they ripped it back open with that butterfly at the end, which you didn't see, Fat. You didn't watch after the credits.
Which I think is why there's going to be a season 2.
So, didn't you look? There is going to be a season, right? Yeah. Okay, Fat. So Fat after the credits, pretty much he's just chilling under.
I'm watching it now on mute.
He's chilling under the.
Don't ruin it. Let's not spoil everything, because we're getting to the end of the last episode, so we don't want to ruin everything.
The butterfly appears, and we're left with nothing after that. But we know what the butterfly
effect. And that's a total hint to the butterfly effect. I hope everyone realizes that. Like, there's no other reason for that but the fact that butterfly effect. His actions change the future. Butterfly effect.
I think it's still very different than
how
just going back and changing something like back and seeing.
Well, yeah, no, because he doesn't have like a full scope on his powers. Like he's not able to like control them without like his emotions being heightened. Like that's how he went back every time, is his adrenaline rushed and he was not emotionally stable. Then all of a sudden,
see, it wasn't. I don't even think it was adrenaline rush. I think like some higher power, something was like, this is because when he was driving to deliver that pizza at the very
I mean when he goes way back.
Yeah, but
like that was him doing the power by himself. That wasn't the power.
That was his
I
have the power moment.
Yeah, that was his I have the power. That was him acting
I have the power.
Because if you look at it, every time he went back that far, like when it was like 1980 something, he was in a state of panic, adrenaline.
1985.
When his mother died, people were like, "What the hell?" He ran screaming. His adrenaline was rushing. He did not know what was going on. Like, even though he was able to like make some coherent thoughts, but then he started to like black out. That's when he went back the first time.
For me though, I feel then it.
Well, the butterfly would show up as he was like getting to that point.
That was his like spirit animal moment.
Yeah, that was a spirit animal. The butterfly.
The butterfly.
The majestic butterfly. Then there was the second time after the first rewind when Kaio still ended up getting murdered. He freaked out, went back to the future. Future was exactly the same. Somehow.
Question.
Which is weird.
Question.
Yeah.
Question. What was the last anime we watched?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay. Continue.
Random.
Okay. Continue.
So anyways, for anyone watching right now, you can click on our last video to watch us talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank you for that, Fat. Anyways.
One of the animes that will eventually be a top 30 of all time.
Congratulations.
I don't know. I lost interest in it real fast.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
You loved that, though. You were, like, all about it.
I like the first
and then
few
she
episodes.
lost interest.
And, okay, actually, hold on. I have something that I feel like help other. A problem for me has been slow building.
To watch it on 1.5 times speed.
Yeah, I watch a lot of TikToks.
You're not gonna be able to read at 1.5 times because not everything has a dub.
I watch a lot of TikToks, which are short things. You know, when I watch YouTube videos or podcasts, I usually speed them up. But Netflix, you can speed stuff up on Netflix now. And oh my, I was zoned into it. I was glued to the screen because it was going fast enough for me that I was still interested and not
I couldn't do it.
Not clicking out at those long, drawn out, dramatic parts. You know?
I couldn't do it. Much.
It wasn't.
It works. It works for her though. For people
watched
who
the whole
lose interest.
season in like 3 hours before I came here. I mean, it worked. It worked.
All right, so let's give our ratings.
Well, real quick. I wanted to finish up my thought about well, I guess I already made my point. Was his adrenaline rushing? Anyways, before we get to the rankings, the final thought. Like, if you enjoy horror, murder mysteries, if you were a big Detective Conan fan as a kid, you know, this is a really good one to get into. I mean, you've got, you know, your natural deduction. There's a lot of interesting ways that they animate his thought process. And I mean, it's really well done. It's really well made. I honestly cannot believe I haven't seen it until now. I
would argue that it's not horror, though. Did we ever check to make sure?
I mean, it's not horror. It's, I don't know what the category would be. I mean, it would be in a category of horror.
Hey, Fat, say something and just yell for a second so I can double check.
Did you hear?
I mean, it's not horror. It's, that was him coughing. What the category would be. I mean, it would be in a category of horror.
Hey, Fat, say something and just yell for a second so I can check. Okay. We're good. We're good.
I got the audio this time. Don't worry. I mean, if anything, if you don't want to put horror in it, which I think there are some horror elements because they really get into that like scare factor.
It's suspension. It's not
horror. Okay,
suspense. There's nothing spooky about
substitute
it.
horror for suspense. We'll substitute horror for suspense.
Yeah.
But if you like those detective,
I was gonna say it almost goes into psychological thriller, but not quite. It's like psychological thriller light.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one's mind broke.
There wasn't enough back and forth between the protagonist and protagonist. I think for it to be
I say there was enough because you're wondering who it is the entire time, and then finally at the end, near the end in the last 2 episodes, you're like, oh shit. Again,
I knew at the candy, but I had suspicions the very first second that I saw the teacher. The candy. And he covered it. He covered it so well. Hold on.
He's like, I used to smoke.
I can draw this out for a second because he was like, I used to smoke. I have an uncontrollable urge for candy now. I love sugar. And then when oh gosh, he was trying to make it seem like that girl got kidnapped by her stepfather or her father or something like that. Like that van drove off and our protagonist.
Yeah, I was like, no, bitch, he's still in the bathroom.
Yeah, and the teacher, while the teacher was standing outside, he had a sucker in his mouth because he knew that the protagonist was going to walk outside, and he was there was a point too where the teacher was like, he was literally saying like, oh, this is it, this is how you do it. You get friendly with them, you're real with them, you show them your true meaning, this and that, and I feel like I really just didn't like him from the beginning.
With the sucker thing, he's also like, "Oh, you caught me."
You caught me.
I was like, "Oh shit, no!" Like there's some foreshadowing right there. Mm-hmm. The candy was a big fucking moment. It just got glossed over, and they did it really, really well.
I really
to be like, "Oh yeah, I have a hard, I'm always,
up, like, the first
smoking."
episode where you see the teacher, like his character entrance, and like his eyes just look like they're too slanted, too like they're the way they animated it made him look evil for half a second when they first
I love that kind of
introduced him.
stuff. I love that
I'll have to look at
evil
that.
eye like slant.
I'm telling you guys, I didn't like him
it's
from the very
demon-esque.
first second I saw him, and then he calmed me down. But he revealed that that's what he did with people. Like he tried to calm them down. You know?
That's why I say psychological thriller almost. Because
Yeah,
honestly,
because he's fucking with
I
them.
bet you rewatch it and you're like, oh shit, why didn't I see that? Oh shit, why didn't I see that? It's like with Promise Neverland.
I need to
You
watch the new
rewatch it.
episodes.
Yeah,
there's
there's
new
3 new episodes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Season 2 dropped.
I love that.
Where
That's a
when
horror.
we finish,
That's a
when
horror.
we finish it, we're talking about it. When it's done, we're talking about it.
All right,
I don't
putting
care what's on the
putting it
schedule.
in- I'm
As soon
putting-
as it's done.
No, I got the schedule. We're gonna.
No,
stick
I don't
to
care
it.
what's on the schedule. As soon as it's done, we do it.
We can honorably mention episodes as schedule here. Yeah,
No, when
that-
it's done, when the season is completed, we talk about it.
Yeah, so
I don't
that's
care what's on the schedule.
that's gonna be a while.
I'm watching him
That's
write
gonna
out
be-
dates right now on a piece of
That's
paper.
8 more
he
weeks.
has a plan.
We have 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks out, and then the season will be done.
Okay.
That's it.
Again, also
2 months from now.
What's
Oh well,
next
then we
week?
have plenty of time.
What's next week?
Next week is we're gonna go into that time I got reincarnated into a slime.
Again?
Season 1, right?
Didn't we talk about
Season
that
1.
already?
No, we never did.
We didn't. You had me watch it. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm ahead already. Then
Yeah,
I know
figured,
what it is.
well, actually, I'll save that for the next one. I'm gonna start revealing what we're gonna talk about after every topic. So, anyway, so I'm gonna give my rating. Then Apache is going to yell at me about giving it out of 100 instead of 10, and then it's gonna be Becca and Apache's turn. And I'm gonna give it a good 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Oh, Becca, hi.
I thought Apache was frozen for a second there because he just like stopped. He just stopped
I'm
moving.
scheduling
He's
my
frozen
He
in
didn't
time.
blink.
update.
He didn't blink or
I'm-
nothing.
He
I'm
saw the blue
updating
butterfly.
I'm updating my computer at 9:45 tonight, so I was
Gotcha.
just setting it up.
All right.
So I have a hard. If before you, I'd seen, but I was watching speed.
You just have to really go fast on her anime.
I have ADD.
Speed
I'm
Racer.
pretty sure.
Speed Racer challenge. Can you watch your anime at 1.5 speed and keep up
Can you watch it at 4 times speed?
But I think the plot's
with audio?
I think the plot's good, but I think the characters have been done before, and I think the plot has kind of been done before. But are they putting a kind of new spin on it? Yeah. And with that butterfly at the very end, I'm kind of curious to see what they'll do with another season. Do we have a release date on the second season?
I don't have it up here.
Fact
Let
checker.
me.
Fact checker.
What?
Season 2, Erased.
Late 2021.
So we'll probably be seeing it sometime between October and December.
It just says late 2021, and that's from
Last
May
quarter.
13th of 2019.
Last quarter.
Yeah, so
Definitely last
October to
quarter.
December.
Which honestly, I am excited. I will be very happy to watch it because I have no clue what they will, come with.
And
at all.
I'll check in. I'll check in because it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Oh,
I
no.
liked it, and I think I'll give this a solid.
Hold on, I think he has
I-
bad news.
I hate
Hold
for
on.
I hate for an 8.5.
I said 7.5.
So, I don't know.
I docked it because of kind of the same reason you said is it's been done before. But I mean, I still like the animation. I still like the story, and
It hasn't been
honestly, I
ordered yet.
really loved the villain. Like I could totally tell like by the last few episodes that it was him, but like I really wanted it to be blonde trash dude that was dating Tayo's
All right, so
mom.
it has not been ordered yet by Netflix. We need to start a petition.
Well,
That's good now.
it might not have been ordered by Netflix yet, but it could be getting on Crunchyroll or Anime Lab. Which, by the way, if you want to catch this anime, you can watch the season 1 on those 3 medias: Netflix, Crunchyroll, and Anime Labs. Netflix.
Okay, so it looks like
Oh,
there
he's
is
cutting so
enough
hard.
source material for an OVA,
What's an OVA, Fat?
not a full season.
Okay. I'll rate this a solid 7 and potentially 7.5. I feel like I'm comfortable where you're at. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna rate it a 7, 8,
We're straight across the board
7.8.
here. We're all
Yeah,
pretty
I mean
clustered.
it's a very good one, but I feel like there's a little bit missing. I think it's something that needs to be read as well. I feel like there's some that's missing.
Oh,
But
by
not
the
much.
way, before I forget, there's also a live action.
Yes, there is.
Is there? Oh no, I don't want to see it. Oh no. Don't tell me that. Because
I think I'm gonna watch it.
The second you told me that, I'm like, I need to see it, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't want to. I want to see the train wreck, but I don't want to experience it, you know?
All right.
Like,
if they do it to the level of Bleach, they'll do okay.
and Bleach didn't do it okay.
Bleach did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Bleach did good.
They did it really well for what they had.
Are you telling me the same Bleach thing I watched over here with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It did very well with the source material.
Yeah, I was gonna say
there are a few little fuck ups here and there, but it was very good and very.
There's just some things that
like how Chad was supposed to be Hispanic.
And animation should not be they shouldn't try to read.
I mean, honestly, I can't imagine this being too bad because it'd be like some Clock Stoppers animation, like with CGI, and then like there's not like flying or like power spirit bombs.
They could do that whole like film thing with CGI.
What film thingy?
Like what he's got going on in this picture I have in the background.
The live stream for our background.
Yeah. You know, like when he first, it shows like the film in his mind when he's explaining his power, like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I could hear your pop.
Good. That's good.
All right, well.
Good one. I'll rate that 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, that was like a 6. I've had much better.
It's a basic 7 across the board, so
7 to 8, somewhere in there.
It's not bad, but it's not great. But definitely check it out if you are a Fence fan.
I think it'd be a good introduction.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely give it an introduction if you're into murder mysteries and stuff like that too.
So when are we going to do a terrible
murder mystery animes?
When are we going to do a terrible anime? I feel like we need to do
I had one picked, but I was grossed out by it, so I'm no longer doing
it.
I didn't even see it, but from what he told me, I talked.
If Cole can't, if Sauce can't handle it,
I mean, I read it, but I'm not comfortable talking about the anime because it is even more graphic and kind of it's a lot. I don't even want to talk about it. We're moving on.
I need a bad anime like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Well, that's a bad live action, so that doesn't count.
But still, you know what I mean.
I will pick one up. I'm sure I could find something scrolling through Crunchyroll.
Did you?
No, he did not.
I did not have a Sauce's pick of the week.
You didn't.
And it's also an hour into the stream.
We're getting to an hour. We're getting to an hour.
Are we?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
45.
I'm trying to find.
Top right.
Yeah, we're at 45.
Yeah.
I can do a real quick one. Hold on.
Okay, here's where I zone out.
I wish I could point the camera to show him scrolling with the back of a pen through his webtoons comics.
My wife is a
Wait.
demon queen.
When does Let's
Oh,
Play update
no.
again? Because I loved that
Really?
one.
What one?
Let's Play.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check that
I
out for
missed
you.
that one. I love that one so much, and they have not updated
I'm a
it.
little
I was
disappointed with the
invested.
description here. I might have to go on like Wikipedia, but my wife is a demon queen. The description just says, "Listen up, folks. I'm living my life with the demon queen." What?
He's straight to the point. I like
right,
it.
right to it. Basically, it's an isekai, kind of.
Wait, what? These are words.
Isekai. I said isekai, but it's isekai. It's the
Continue.
rebirth dealy.
Rebirth,
Well,
okay.
so he gets summoned by the demon queen. And him and her are supposed to become like some kind of powerful, like, power couple.
Hold up, when he's summoned, was he like human and he?
No, he was
rebirthed,
just
or-
summoned like as a human, like he's just a normal dude that
Okay.
got picked up and put over here.
Okay, all right.
So he gets summoned. They give him a ring. They're supposed to say, "We're gonna be a power couple and, you know, save the demon country." Kind of like the reverse of what most hero summoning things are. Because most of them are, "Oh, well, we're the human kingdom and the demon kingdom's attacking, so we need you to power up and go beat his ass," kind of deal. Well, this is going to be the opposite. Well, immediate defeat. She loses her demon powers and she looks like a human. He's completely useless and has no powers whatsoever. He does not have super strength, super speed, anything like that. But once he gets saved by a knight of the human kingdom, because they convince them that, you know, "Oh, well, we were slaves of the demons or whatever, like that's why we're here in the demon continent," and they're like, "Oh, cool." So, well, after attempted murder, because the soldiers of a certain legion in the kingdom are super corrupt and just want to murder.
From your description right there, it sounds like starts out solid, then gets boring, and then escalates quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, so they get to the human kingdom and they get him put up in a room and they're pretending to be husband and wife, and she treats him like a dog, and she's like, "This worthless human, this is a waste," kind of deal. Well, they want to, yeah, they want to have careers or something. They don't want to just be living off this rich general guy that, you know, "Oh, you remind me of my little brother that died." And so they do this thing where they test his magic and his swordsmanship, which either one has like some kind of magical thingy to it. Like, if you're a magician, you have magic in your body. If you're a swordsman, you have like a sword aura. So it kind of is a weird cultivator kind of deal. Well, it turns out he's not good at either, and he's what they call useless lumber. That's his like trash nickname, is you're just useless lumber.
I also can relate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? Like much relation right there. That's my nickname in high school, useless lumber. And,
not hardwood.
Not
yes.
hardwood. But anyway, so then he finds out that there's like a craftsman thing, so he wants to go learn to be a craftsman. Well, this is a whole different thing. Crafting in this world is a whole different ball game. You don't actually hit anything with a hammer or sand anything down or chisel anything. You get a magical pen and you draw shit and then it like pops out.
Like VR doodles?
It's like VR doodles. So basically he was
what are you doing right
quit
now?
blowing it up. So basically turns out he was an engineer.
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh god, don't read it. Anyways, I don't even want to look at that.
I can tell he's been zoning out.
He has been zoning out the whole time.
Anyways,
I told you I was gonna zone out during yours. I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna zone out.
Anyways, the moral of the story is, turns out he's not as useless as people think, because he actually was like an engineer and he like did a lot of studying in the human world, and so like he's basically turning himself into Iron Man at this point. Like he's making Lamborghinis and bicycles and giant robots.
I love
and cell phones.
I just
Well,
I
he
can
made
get behind this.
he made an Iron Man suit for himself inside of a giant robot. Like, he was inside of a giant robot, and when that blew up, he flew out in an Iron Man suit. And they're not afraid to rip it off.
Oh, sexy.
No, I mean as in rip it off from the creators of Iron Man. Anyways, that's basically the story, and then, you know, they slowly get to, you know, be in a better relationship, him and the Demon Queen, and blah blah blah, fighting. He draws more insane shit. Like, he makes an Apache helicopter at one point.
Oh, Apache? Fat Apache? Is it a fat helicopter?
It's a fat
Is it a fat Apache?
It is a fat Apache.
Linking this back
Linking
in.
it up. Anyway, so that's my pick. My wife is a Demon Queen. Fun little isekai fantasy romance adventure. With some action, because there are fight scenes. I mean, there's actually a really cool tournament, and he fights a dude that turns into a dragon man.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's like a family thing too. Anyways, so that's my pick. We really don't have time to do a binge by trash, and I didn't make a list for it either. I'm kind of dropping the ball on this one because I was so ready to just talk for an hour about Erased.
He was busy doing other things rather than planning.
I mean, can we?
I guess we could come up with a binge by trash real quick.
No, hold on.
9:25.
Hold on, Apache. I have I have an idea. Each one of us writes an anime down, and each one of us, it's like our I don't know, like one that we hold near and dear to our hearts.
We've done that. Yeah, we have. We have.
No. Worst anime you can think of right now. Right now. Worst anime.
I don't know. Probably one that Cole made me watch. I don't know. I'm sorry, Sauce Master.
I like how you immediately went to blame me for it, though.
All right, think of it. We each need to have time.
Oh, of worst? Are we going worst?
Worst anime that you've ever had to watch.
And you have to buy one.
I'm not going with worst. I'm just going with first one that pops into my head.
No, worst one. Worst one you can think of.
No, worst one.
Cat Planet Cuties.
Don't know it.
It's about
worst one that we would all know.
Worst one that I think you both know is Seven Deadly Sins. I hated it.
Dragon Ball Evolution is my choice.
That's not an anime.
Suck it. I don't care. Live action adaptation of an anime.
We're gonna trash it anyway. So, well, to give you a little thing about Cat Planet Cuties, or sorry, the full title is Invasion of the Cat Planet Cuties.
Oh God!
I'm already buying
it. It sounds worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah. So basically, it's like it came out before To Love Ru. And it's basically alien girl from a planet of cat people flies through a dude's window. Now he is in a he's like living with a cat girl, and his neighbor is like a military person that's like stalking him, and she has like all these guns and military equipment spying on him.
Yeah, stop clicking.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the audio is gonna pick that up. Anyway, so then more and more cat people start showing up. There's a lot of cat nonsense. Oh, and then some dog girls show up because they're in a fight. So cats and dogs and some military stuff.
I'm still more interested in Seven Deadly. So I think I would binge. Oh
my God!
I think I would binge yours, buy Seven Deadly Sins, and what'd you?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Ew, trash. I hate Dragon Ball. I'm so sorry to both of you. I know that.
Well, no, we want you to trash that one.
I have to buy Seven Deadly Sins, binge his.
Okay.
Okay, I have to buy Seven Deadly Sins, binge whatever Cole was talking about, and I gotta trash Evolution. I don't even want to say the whole thing.
We're all trashing Evolution.
Yeah, we're all trashing.
Damn right,
unanimous pick.
Okay.
We're trashing it.
I said the worst one.
You did.
Is that the one?
I told. All right, so 5 weeks from now we talk about your anime then.
Oh, Oh yeah, that was bad.
She
That was
just
so
remembered. She
bad.
just remembered because of Bulma.
The wigs.
The Bulma,
Ugh.
because it's the same chick from Shameless.
Yeah.
Oh
So
God.
cringy.
Alrighty.
You know what would have made that movie great? Wendy Wu. Wendy Wu
Here,
is Chi
Mike,
Chi.
1 second. That says that.
Pat, pay attention.
That.
I'm listening.
Pay attention.
Okay,
Say
I
something.
can
We were
hear
telling
him.
you to say something.
I can hear him.
Oh,
For a
okay.
second.
Ha! 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 Ha!
Okay.
Ha! Ha!
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Next week we're gonna talk about season 1 of That Time I Got Reincarnated into a Slime. I am Sauce Master.
Bad Apache.
Together we are
Fat
Fat
fucks.
Master.
Oh, my bad.
He just wants me to be censored. And
Becca, hi. Bye, I guess.
Hercules. That's you.
Hercules.
All right, have a good night. Make sure